In our last episode, we took a little tour of my friend's boat. This time around, we spend some time in La Paz, take care of a little bit of boat work, and do our best to find the best fish tacos on the face of the earth. La Paz is a great little town situated right on the Sea of Cortez, and it's a pretty easy place to spend a bit of time. And for the average sailor, this is the last stop to stock up on food and supplies before heading farther north to explore the rugged and remote Baja and Sea of Cortez. Well, we made it to La Paz. That's pretty great. And I'm really excited to be here for a number of reasons. First and foremost is La Paz is the gateway to the Sea of Cortez. If you want remote, rugged anchorages with stunning scenery and incredible water, the Sea of Cortez is it. And you go through La Paz to get there. But beyond that, we've got a bunch of old friends that we haven't seen for a while, and they're here. Kind of excited to catch up with them, but also, this region along the Baja has some of the best fish tacos on earth. Can't go wrong with that. So, we're actually going to round up the troops right now, head into town, and try to find the best ones. Because I'm starving. Different regions of different countries all throughout the world put out different specialties of food. And Mexico, it's no different. And here on the Baja, it's fish tacos. There's none better. And we were on a mission to find the best in all of La Paz. And this little roadside stand, it came with a pretty high recommendation from a pretty trustworthy taxi driver. Have it on good accord. These are the best tacos in the city, and I'm excited about them. Like really excited. Oh man, that's amazing. And after some pretty amazing tacos, of course, you gotta find the most amazing cervezas in the city as well. Well, today's Fix the Windlass Day at the La Paz anchorage. This thing's giving us some grief, just like everything else. If you don't know what a windlass is, that's this contraption right here. It mainly saves me from a chiropractic and massage bill. This is what raises and lowers the anchor. It's crucial. You don't have to have one, but I gotta have one. I'm too old to be pulling this up by hand, and it's heavy. So, this thing raises and lowers the anchor. But lately it's been jamming. It doesn't really want to work, which is a problem because we're always anchored and we move a bunch. So it needs to work. Really, I don't know what the deal is with this thing. This is another thing on this boat that we replaced it seemed like not too long ago. It's maybe 10 years ago, I don't remember. But it seems like I just did it yesterday and it's not working. So we're gonna take it apart, maybe grease it up, see if that fixes the problem. It's just binding. Can't really think of what else to do with it. And just when this thing was coming apart, guess who showed up to offer not much more than some moral support and a whole lot of bad ideas.
Hey there, neighbor. Hey, look, it's Ken.
Whoa, hey, Jeff.
Did you come to help?
Yeah, I was gonna lend you some moral support.
I am fixing the windlass. Somebody has to around here. Ken's gonna verify. I did all the work.
Quality control to it.
Yep.
Well, as you can tell, Ken back here, he's not helping at all except with a lot of bad ideas. Thanks for nothing! Actually, we got a couple of problems. Right down here, it's pretty packed with corrosion. And there's a little seal right here that's sort of coming apart. I gotta find a new one of those, which I think is gonna be pretty hard here in Mexico. So hopefully this will just get us by until we go back to the States, can find a part and bring it back next season. Add it to the list. And since this thing was taken apart, we threw on a little grease, cleaned up some corrosion, and then crossed our fingers that the next time we had to pick up the anchor, this thing would work without a hitch. Done for the day. Crossing my fingers, hoping for the best. You just gotta get through the rest of the season until we can get more parts. Just like everything on this boat. And once the windlass was back together, we were back to the important stuff. Searching for the best fish tacos in all of La Paz.
Oh, really good.
Just really good or the best?
I don't know. Give me another 5 minutes. I'll let you know.
I better go for this one first.
The water of the day. Did you get that? Mango?
No, I got the tamarindo.
Oh, how was that?
Excellent.
Was it?
Oh my goodness.
I love tamarind.
This is amazing.
It's delicious. Can I borrow a napkin? I forgot to grab one.
You can even keep it.
What do you think, Ken?
It's definitely the best.
And straight from Ken. You can't argue with that.
We found it. We can go home.
And of course, after the best fish tacos in La Paz, you gotta go for the best ice cream in the entire world. Cheers. Best ice cream in the world. Delicious. But sadly, La Paz was also gonna be the place where we split up with a bunch of good friends.
That's pretty much how.
Hi, Sonny.
Hi, Jeff.
Well, I say it all the time. The best part about cruising is the people you meet along the way. I can't lie about it. And for the last couple of months, we've had the pleasure of hanging out with these guys.
Like month-long friends.
But Brad and Sonny, they're leaving us today. And actually, I'm pretty upset about it.
Good to hang out with you guys. We'll see you up north.
Like, we're not gonna do this again.
That's it. They're gone. But just because the group was splitting up, that didn't mean there still wasn't a whole lot going on in La Paz. I gotta tell you, I love the town of La Paz for a lot of reasons, but a big part is this Malecon right here. It's the waterfront boardwalk. There's always something going on. It's so loud. And today, it was the start of a leg of a big off-road desert race. And it was pretty exciting. First car I bought with my own money back when I was 16. 1967 Baja Bug. It was red, it was jacked up, had all the lights, the whole 9 yards. And it was a beater. And that thing fueled a whole lot of race dreams for me and my best friend Leaf. So for me to be here at the start of a big race, it's pretty exciting. Leaf, I wish you were here to see it. After what seemed like hundreds of racers blazing down the city streets of La Paz and off into the desert, the start of the big race was over. But just because the racers were gone, that didn't mean there was nothing else going on in La Paz. Because on the Malecon, there truly is always something going down. And just like most places in Mexico, once the sun finally goes over the horizon, that's when things really get moving. And today, not only was the Malecon the start of a big desert off-road car race, it was also the site of the Founders' Day celebration, which, as you might guess, carried well into the wee hours of the morning. As with any celebration in Mexico, there was plenty of street food to be had. And yes, they even had some of my all-time favorites. But that's about it for this episode. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Should we do a group movie?
Cheers.